Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Day 2 of the 2025 Australian Indoor Championships about to get underway. It's round of 16 action and it's women's singles. Olivia Cartwright, the Australian Open singles and fours finalist from 2025, and right at home emerging Jackaroo takes on New Zealand Blackjack. And representing Club Helensvale, Leeane Poulson. Val Furbo here with you on Ringside Live, and alongside me, the one and only, the incomparable, the mighty Troy Corber. Welcome.
Good morning, Val, and good morning, viewers. Well, we had a fantastic day yesterday.
We did.
Some cracking games. We saw some great upsets, so it'll be interesting to see what today has in store for us, Val.
We almost had a third upset last night in the men's singles, with Jack McShane escaping the clasp of Daniel Hill, playing really well. Daniel was absolutely sensational in that contest, but right here, right now, Olivia Cartwright looking to continue her strong singles form, played well at the Golden Nugget a couple of weeks ago, and will move into the quarterfinals with a win here if she can get it. But Leeane Poulson, very handy player, represented New Zealand at the World Bowls Championships a couple of years ago, managed to net a silver medal and was part of that team that was the best overall women's team.
Starting well here.
It's a pretty strong New Zealand women's outfit as well. Caitlin Inch, Taylor Bruce, Selena Goddard and Val Smith, all part of that 5. Which, again, will be very hard to trim down come Com Games. All 4 women's gold medals at the World Bowls Championships in 23 were won by different nations, which I thought was quite interesting.
So we've got an Anzac battle here.
Yep. And you notice that Olivia is wearing the Bendigo Bowls Club kit, different to what we saw her sporting at the AO with the Moama Steamers outfit. She has changed clubs within the last week and moving to Bendigo just a little bit closer to home to help with her studies. She's doing a Bachelor of Teaching, and just for her schedule and everything along those lines, it's very important that you are close to home, and Moama were extremely supportive of the decision.
She'll be hoping she can give Leeane Poulson a lesson today. That's what she'll be hoping anyway, but Leeane started very strongly here.
Very good by you. How was your run home with the traffic last night?
Oh, it's awesome. Fantastic. Right. Very good for the M1. Managed to scrape home to catch a bit of the last game in last night's live stream.
Yeah, I can't believe one of the games of the day, and Paul Holsky's just crowbarred his way in and kicked you out.
Well, he's the man of the people. You've got to give the people what they want.
Of course, this is your last day with us at the tournament. We've got Lindsay Clark coming in for tomorrow and Thursday.
It's shaping up to be a good Wednesday, Thursday. Some good battles looming.
Olivia's trotting in after this with her third, looking to try and get around these front bowls, and gets a little rub through, opens it up a little bit. I think there's a very quick signal there by our markup.
One for Leeane.
But, yeah, has cut it down.
Yep.
So Leeane with the blue paddles, Olivia with the red.
She's got a nice shot underneath the bowl there at 1 o'clock on the backhand. Little trail. roll the bowl out for 3.
Olivia will have one more after this and is in solid form over the last sort of year and a half. Played the Oceania Challenge last year, first taste of green and gold bowls. Came home with a gold medal as well. Went over there. It was sort of a development series for the Australians. So Kate Argent-Bowden, Sophie Kurzman, Chloe Morrison, Olivia Cartwright and Samantha Atkinson represented the women's team. It was Beau Prideaux, Cohen Litvin, Jack McShane, Joey Clark and Jack Lewis that represented the men. Jack Lewis had an unreal series, taking home 2 gold medals.
So Olivia, she won't want to overplay this and risk punching her own head of the head, but she'll be just arriving up to this.
She's very close. Olivia Cartwright.
Boom. Well, there you go. Great shot.
That's made 2 to finish this opening end for the Victorian. 2-0. After 1, we play 2 sets of 9 ends, untimed, and then if the sets are split, go to a 3-end tiebreak. A couple of which we saw yesterday. There's the replay to start things off for Olivia Cartwright. Tell you what, I'm absolutely desperate for a coffee this morning. Troy, I made a mistake last night of after finishing up at the hotel at about 10:30, made the mistake of switching the TV on. Jaws 2. I'd not seen it. I have now.
Had a bit of a retro day with the music we had yesterday and then Jaws last night.
Yep.
Did you have a fondue for tea or something like that?
No, I had Red Rooster for dinner. Had a quarter chicken and the crunchy roast potatoes that they do. And I ate it in 2 minutes. I was starving.
You've done well there. And Olivia's done well here. Just around the jack. So we did find this was the favoured hand yesterday. A majority of bowls were played on this inside hand. I won't say it's a ditch rink, it's an outside rink. We're well away from the ditch. Green set up with 6 rinks, 6 rinks of play happening this morning.
And then after today, just 1. Very much looking forward to quarters and semis kicking off. So Olivia Cartwright in her first matchup of the tournament took on Monbulk's Jennifer Holmes. Monbulk in the Mount Dandenong, or the Dandenongs in Victoria, not too far from where we stayed for our conference. Actually, we went there last year to Monbulk Bowls Club at our first conference. Had a roll, it was great. But Olivia won that 10-1, 10-9. Leeane looking to continue her solid form.
She started well. First couple of bowls on the previous end were good. She's holding the ascendancy here, so doing the hard work up front.
She defeated Shelley Better from Caulfield Park Sports, 7-all, 9-3 to get through to this stage.
So Olivia just looking to correct that weight. She's just been that yard over. Looks to have corrected the weight pretty well here. Well played. So I think it'll still be 1 to Leeane Poulson. It is. So Leeane does not want to make the mistake she made last end and not have a back bowl in. She needs to get in behind, cover these 2 at the back. Does not want to thicken up the target for Olivia. And I'll have last bowl to add if Olivia fails. So Don't build anything up at the head with this one. Get into a good position. She's done a pretty good job of it here. Just needs to hurry a bit more.
Yeah, that's a really good bowl. Gives herself a lot to play to with her last. Leeane is here for about 3 to 4 months. Every New Zealand winter comes over here just to get some warmth and continue to play bowls.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, exactly right. She lives in Pocono,
Pocono, yeah.
in New Zealand. So a small town in the Waikato district, or is it Waikato?
You're asking the wrong man around pronunciation of New Zealand places.
Because I'll double check, but she's from Pocono and...
Great try, Olivia. Whoa. That was an awesome effort, but she's going to still be one down.
Plays at the Papakura Bowls Club, does Leeane Poulson.
Not a lot on here for Leeane. Wide draw on the forehand. But she does not want to promote any of those bowls of Olivia's at the front. It could well spell disaster. She does not want to pop her own bowl out. So staying on the backhand. Need to take good grass here. Does not want to cut the head.
So Leeane Poulson looking to get on the board for the first time today. It's making its way. It's turning. Doesn't want to knock Livs up.
Escapes, I think.
Get the indication from the marker. Think she's holding one. She gets the mat and she'll score. So Leeane Poulson on the board. 2-1. Olivia Cartwright leading after 2 ends.
So no real change in length or approach at this stage. Both players just still feeling out this contest. Both players on the same hand, on this inside hand. Certainly some great signs for Leeane Poulson with her first bowls. She's been round about every end so far. Olivia, on the other hand, first 2 ends has not had a bowl within a yard with her first 2 and has done the damage in the back end of those ends. So that's where she'll be looking to improve early doors.
Olivia has 2 brothers, Josh and Jacob. Jacob stitched me up at the BPL earlier this year, doing the Right at Home challenge. Didn't realise he was who he was and could actually bowl, and started dancing. And then I didn't pick him one night because a lady was busting the moves better, and he was giving me greasy. So I was like, all right, I'll pick you tomorrow. Just make sure you dance, and he did. And then I found out he was an actual bowler and had to make him bowl it left-handed, and he nailed it.
I love that. nailed the weight with the first and looks to have made a fair correction online with this one. Honing in. And holds shot now with that bowl. Around 2 foot behind the jack.
Troy, the coffees are here.
Hallelujah.
Ordered them.
Praise be.
When did you order them? It's about maybe as close to.
I was about 5 a.m. No.
They are busy. There's a breakfast here at Club Tweed. It's the Chamber of Commerce is here doing something, and
we've got the mayor here and everything. It's all happening.
The mayor's never been scolded by a decaffeinated Melburnian, has he?
No, doesn't know what he's dealing with.
Great to see that Club Tweed isn't just a hub for bowlers, it's a hub for the Chamber of Commerce as well. Very smart people.
Yeah, good community club. Club Tweed.
You find you in a Chamber of Commerce, surely?
Oh, absolutely.
You're that sort of an operator?
Absolutely. So one's just going to tail away. Leeane's preferred this forehand, and she's got it open for her. One at the front, which I presume she'd probably only need to fall over. So some good chances here. Both ladies very, very deliberate on the mat in their approach, very consistent.
So this one from Leeane, trying to make its way down, but you can just see the line and it's cutting. Her bowl's sort of turning a lot more than what Olivia's are at the moment. Leeane using Optimus.
Yeah, she's getting nice bend out of her bowl. So Olivia now. Draw the shot. Little touch is a bonus. She makes 3 with a little toucher. Potentially 4 if she moves it around 6 to 7 inches. Certainly out on a good line. It'll come home.
That's brilliant. From Olivia Cartwright. Should be pleased with that. Both players just filling each other out to start proceedings. Olivia leading at 4-1 after 3. Up next, we've got Corey Wedlock against Sam Pryor. That's our final round of 16 matchup. Looking forward to that one. Get to see Corey in action once more. Our quarterfinal matches not determined as of yet. So we'll bring that to you when we know who they are.
So the only pairing through to the quarterfinals so far is Kelsey Crottrell and Brooke Edwards. They've already played that extra game through. Good game this morning. Jamie Lee Warsnop and Sandra Tilson, who we were impressed with yesterday with how she bowled Val. She bowls that well today. She'll test Jamie Lee.
Yeah, well, Jamie Lee was pushed to 3 yesterday as well in her opening round match. And I was speaking to Sandra this morning and she said she went back and watched the live stream yesterday and she likes to go back and look and see if she can pick things up. And I think she certainly has. She was saying this is the stuff she was doing 20 years ago. And currently 3-2 behind, I believe, against Jamie Lee Worsnop.
So for the first time in this match, Olivia wins the first bowl battle.
I missed your effectiveness rates last night.
Oh, did you?
I really missed them.
Well, I've got a little summary and some stats there.
Oh, yeah.
Just to use as our indicators for today.
So the winner of this contest take on the winner of the Samantha Nerona Chloe Morrison matchup. That'll take place in the next session, which is, I think this is one of the strongest quarters in the draw. When we were going through it on the right line, you can go back and have a listen to the preview wherever you get your podcasts from. And this was the section, and this was the quarter, in quarter number 3, where you just didn't know who was going to emerge from it. 3 emerging Jackaroos and a New Zealand Blackjack. Quite impressive. But yeah, you mentioned Kelsey Cottrell getting through Troy to the quarterfinals, where she'll take on Brooke Edwards. 4 quarterfinals in a row at the Australian Indoor Championships. Won it in 22. Quarterfinalist in 23. Lost to Chloe Morrison. Won it in 2024. And she's back in the final 8.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse, no doubt about it. And it's proven that she likes this carpet here.
Kelsey, if she was to win the tournament, she would only become the 4th player in this event's history to win it 3 times, joining the likes of Steve Glasson, Karen Murphy, and Jeremy Henry. Only 3 people have done it, which is quite amazing, considering it's been going for about 40 years up here.
Great there, bowl there from Leeane Poulson. She's just gotten the inside of her bowl and fallen back the other way. And I've got actually a pretty good vantage of the head from up in the osprey nest. And she's holding there, Leeane. It's a good shot.
Don't know if it's poor to admit this, but before I started at Bowls Australia, I had no idea what an osprey was. I thought it was an osprey with how it was spelled. Was very quickly corrected.
Yes. They're proud of their logo and mascot down here, the Ospreys.
I'm lucky I never said it on air. I just said it in conversation, then someone said it was an osprey, and I'm like, oh, okay, there you go.
They were going to go with the Mud Skippers, but they ended up going with the Ospreys.
I'm waiting for a club up here to go with the bin chickens.
I like it. And Olivia's going to like this, I think. Is she going to get enough to her bowl? Oh, bowl tight.
Leanne's a little push. Really enthralling battle so far. It's 4-1, but Leeane doesn't deserve to be 4-1 behind. The way that she's played, Olivia has just been converting and doing all the right things, but this is an opportunity for the New Zealander to find a way.
This is last bowl, so if she can trail that jack 6 inches, she makes 3. She'll be conscious, obviously, of not being tight. She doesn't want want to promote Olivia's bowl, but take good line, draw the shot, and if you're lucky enough to get a little touch on it, well and good. Loving the dreadlocks on the rink next door.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Mightily so. So she's giving it some grass, urging it to come back, and I don't know if it's going to for Leeane Poulson, who will score this end. Would have liked to have made good with the free kick, but alas, just got to take the positives, and one more to her total. 4-2 to Olivia Cartwright after 4 in this opening set.
About the only section of this draw that we haven't covered for the women's is the bottom section, and great opportunity for Amity Bickley today, playing Dawn Heyman.
Yeah, we did Dawn yesterday, and she was quite extraordinary against Karen Webber. You felt for Karen because she was just on the end of a Dawn barrage. So the man with the dreadlocks is Jordan Cotts from Robertstown in South Australia. He's playing Victoria's Clayton Holcomb, who ended up going on to win the little indoor competition that Victoria does after all the qualifying events are played, and right before the indoors, they have an indoor championships of their own between all of the qualifiers, and Clayton Holcomb was able to take victory there. Or
he's my crowd favourite
yep.
in the event. Nice set of bowls too, black and red bowls. Very striking. So Leeane only looking for a foot of weight. Fortunately, she hasn't added it and pinched the line, so good opportunity now for Olivia just to find a way in there somewhere. Both bowls are slightly in the draw line. So this change of length, we're probably 6 feet shorter than what we've been playing, and players just struggling to adjust to it at this stage. Leanne's on the march. She just needs this to stop. Needs it to stop. It does. She's holding 2 at the moment.
I must apologise. It was Mitch Sidebottom that won the Victorian Indoor Playoff. Clayton Holcomb made the final. Apologies, but still very good effort. Clayton was here last year at the Australian Indoor Championships. Olivia Cartwright looking to get this one in.
Yeah, well, she's done it again.
The recent series they played against New South Wales down at Dandenong, Olivia notched up her 50th game for Victoria. At such a young age, very impressive. Sophie Kurzman did the exact same thing. Victoria bowls in very good hands with those two. Kylie Lavis notched up 150 for the Vics as well.
So Leanne, I'd say, will be looking to follow that bowl down and sit it out of the head. Might be that she's shaping up backhand here. Yeah, Interesting choice of shot. She's had 3 bowls down on the forehand, and she's trying to get around her front to sit the shot. She's going to get a good result here, though. Up and over one more. She gets the shot back.
Shot for shot this morning.
So we've had 5 ends. Olivia's only won the first bowl contest once out of those 5 ends. So Leeane has dominated her up front, but Olivia's 3rd and 4th bowls have been telling.
Yep.
So that was important for Leeane to counter that and wrestle some momentum back. Because she is playing so well up front, if she can start getting some of those conversions with the 3rd and 4th bowl, she's going to be in a great position for the match.
Well, yeah, we said how many times during the Australian Open that 2 lead bowls are so important, because when you're generally doing or winning that battle, you're winning the contest. But Olivia Cartwright, I think she might have done this again. What has she pulled out here? Oh, she's holding, I think.
It's one either way.
Did she push her bowl up far enough? Have a look at the replay here. And she did. You mentioned these back bowls for Olivia, and she's found one again. But Leeane, I think the positive for her is that you're right. She is winning the lead bowl battle. Olivia won't be able to do this 100% of the time. You never are, no matter who you are, if you're Aaron Sheriff or a local bowler. But if she is, fair play to her. Because in bowls, you'd never have it all your own way.
Oh.
You never do. Unless your name is Troy Corber. I don't know.
That's part of the reasons we love the sport. You can come out and play terribly and win, and you can come out another day and play the best game you've ever played and get flogged.
It's all about winning ugly and losing gloriously.
My football team does a good job of that.
Mine loses ugly as well as winning. Or just don't win.
There we go. So if Olivia starts getting these first couple of bowls right, could be warning bells.
Why'd you have to bring up footy?
Oh, well, it might have something to do with St Kilda having beaten Richmond on the weekend, just to remind you of that.
That put me in a feral mood. Was not happy. But bowls, much better sport. More goes right.
Roundabout again here, Leeane.
Yeah, getting one behind, she won't mind that.
That's a good spot. It's close for shot.
Great to have your company from wherever you're watching from around the world here, Ringside Live. And Olivia Cartwright got off to a pretty good start, but Leeane doing her utmost in this lead battle, or the lead bowl battle. Of course, you can catch up with all of the live scores and results at results.bowlslink.com.au, or, of course, the Bowls Now app. What an app it is.
Just tips that one over. So it was a measure before, so I'd say Leanne's got shot now. Yeah, she does. A bit unlucky there from Olivia. It was a good bowl. She's in the area again here. Can she get back to her own? Trying. It's a good bowl, but it does give Olivia a nice shelf to sit on there. She's been playing those conversion shots at the back end of ends so well.
Olivia trotting in behind this.
Look at this. Oh, what a shot. Third bowl again.
I don't know what her effectiveness rate is with her third bowl, because she just continues to find it time after time.
My IBM's not equipped to go bowl by bowl, unfortunately. Now, can she get the jack? Oh, finds a little gap. Mighty effort.
The thing is, for Olivia, she's only got one behind the jack now, and it's behind all of the Leeane Poulson bowls. So Leeane wouldn't look at this too negatively, I don't think.
Yeah, well, Olivia will just be looking for one more foot of weight and just to nestle in those two bowls of Leanne's at 6 and 5 o'clock. Nestle in around there somewhere and then pray to the gods. On a high line for that hand. It's coming. Look at this. Wow.
Well, that will make Leeane Poulson look at that a lot more negatively. But still has that same shot as before.
Well, it does give her the option of sitting that bowl and staying for shot now, so it does help Leeane.
So she can look at it. She can play pretty much the same shot. If she gets that bowl, she gets the jack, she's going to score.
Yeah, jack at 8 o'clock's nice. A couple of feet. It's just going to hold for her with that weight.
And that's right there is the difference. Olivia's third and fourth bowls, she's been converting, she's been doing all the right things, and Leeane, for how well she's played, finds herself behind, just really needed that one. And 7 shots to 2 is the lead for Olivia Cartwright. I'm really not sure how it's edged out to a 5-shot margin, but I think that's a testament to the form that Olivia's in right now across the Australian Open, Golden Nugget, and now to here. Really impressive.
Kobe Cromie out there today as well. David from yesterday, beating Goliath. Great win over Gary Kelly. Leading at the moment in his game 7-4 in the first set.
Against Pialba's, is it Pialba?
Pialba.
Pialba. Mark Armstrong. Good matchup on the far rink as well, and of course you can stay in touch with our live scores at results.bowlslink.com.au or Bowls Now app between Mitch Sidebottom and Hayden Boykovsky. It's Talia Kennedy's stepdad.
It's as close as you can get to the jack without touching it. Just slips through. Feet short there, so still room for Leeane. She's shown with her front half bowls that this is well and truly in her wheelhouse to be able to draw the shot here. Looks to have made a pretty good correction here. Well played, Leeane Poulson.
Lead bowls again, getting the job done. And now she's in the situation where she needs to actually try and get some ends together because the set could be over before she knows it.
Well, she really needs to win this. Needs to win every end from here. She drops the score, she's going to be at 6 or more down with only 2 ends to play. So it's basically do or die already.
Speaking to Olivia Cartwright post the Australian Open and talked to her about her run in the singles event, the players that she beat, and her knockout run started with a destroyation of another New Zealand blackjack. And I think it would be fair to say, because, albeit Taylor, from all accounts, didn't play badly, but Olivia won that match 21-1 over Taylor Bruce, the reigning singles world champion. She's in form, rolling that one up a couple.
Oh, there we go again. Last bowl special again.
Might be enough. It is.
The majority of bowls that I've seen Olivia play, she's been playing singles, but I get the sense, much like a Maddie Flapper, that she'd be a terrific skip. I feel like she'd be 2 bowls, converting heads, just moving around heads.
It's funny. I actually haven't seen her play in that position.
I feel like she'd be a terrific skip.
At the AO, she led against Lindsay Clark in the fours final. Was it second? Well, she was front 2 anyway. Can't quite remember, but then it's in the pairs that she's played with Lara Butler. She also led. Lara skipped. Leanne's going to come up and have a look at this, and I don't mind that. Liv does have an Australian Open title to her name. Won the fours in 2023. Chloe Stewart, Lara Butler and Caitlin Inch.
I think Leanne's got to play a little bit of weight to the head on this. Her forehand, she's got a absolutely dead draw, an absolute clanger to get the shot. Backhand, she's got some options through the head. Spring the jack back, she's got 2 at the back. Needs this. She sort of played a drawish weight to that. Not sure if she maybe possesses a bigger weighted shot, but it's going to be one more to Olivia Cartwright.
And it's at the point now that if Olivia wins this end, set is over. And if Leanne wins it but only scores a single, set is also over. She needs to be within 4 with an end to play to keep it going. Leanne is also an Australian Open Fours champion back in 2018. So, does have the pedigree, that's for sure. Silver medalist in the triples in the 2023 World Bowls Championships. Lost out to Dawn Heyman, Kelsey Cottrell, and of course, how can we forget Lindsay Clark in her swan song, her final international match, and was chaired off as a gold medalist at the World Championships. You can't script it better than that.
Yeah, it was a great moment, wasn't it?
Wasn't a dry eye in Broadbeach that day. Everyone was absolutely stoked.
So well loved, Lindsay, with good reason.
And 2023 Gold Coast for Leanne. She also netted a bronze in the fours as well. They went down to, I can't remember, I think it was England in the semi-final. I'll double check that for you. England ended up going on to win over Australia in the decider. Yeah, they did go down to England 20-10. Australia came back from the clouds to beat Scotland in that semi-final at Broadbeach. They were miles behind in the fours. That was one of the more remarkable days of bowls. And of course, we're only about 2 years away from the next World Championships in 2027, which is going to take place at the historic Leamington Spa. We cannot wait for that. I don't know if those out there have been to Leamington Spa, but it's a venue steeped in history. The clubhouse is amazing. I've only really seen it with massive Com Games grandstands there, but it was sensational, Victoria Park. You ever been?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, if you are a bowler, if you love your bowls, it's a pilgrimage that I urge you to make. I know a lot of people like to come to Australia to have a crack on some of our greens at Broadbeach right here at Club Tweed. But Leamington Spa is one that you just must get to.
Just sounds fancy too.
Yeah, was lucky enough to spend so much time there in 2022 and, of course, see some of Australia's crowning moments, Ellen Fyfe, Christina Christic and Aaron Wilson all winning gold. Disco getting the kid off.
Yeah, it wasn't something we all needed to see, but the emotion was great.
And yeah, the greens were very lush. Bit slower than what we get here.
Because they famously prepared for that games up at the Tamborine Mountain Bowls Club.
Yeah, and a huge shout out to them. I know Damien Bartlett, the greenkeeper at Mount Tamborine, actually used to be a greenkeeper here. Learned his trade here, and he does an incredible job. So, good morning to you, Damo, if you're watching. You're an absolute star. Said that it killed him to do it, to make those greens as slow as they were at Mount Tamborine, but he did an amazing job. Speaking of amazing, Olivia Cartwright just can't turn the bowl. So now Leeane needs to make this to keep the set going. And I like this too. Coming up, having a look.
Well, even two, she's then got to get a maximum count on the last end just to draw it. Does she even look to maybe try and spring the jack back and make three out the back? I'm not sure. Tough either way for her to get back into this set. Fortunately for her, Olivia's got that bowl at 6 o'clock.
So to keep the set going, Leeane Poulson. Purposeful delivery.
Oh, it's weight, and I like that.
Trying to clear some of Olivia's out. She'll hit the front.
Oh, she nearly flicked that jack out.
And that will do for the opening set. So Leeane Poulson scores a 1, but it's not enough. So 8 shots to 3. Olivia Cartwright takes the opening stanza here and has 1 foot in the quarterfinals. Can she put both there in straight sets, or will the push come from this New Zealand blackjack star, 2-time World Bowls Championships medalist in 2023? And I know everyone at the Bendigo Bowls Club will be watching on with vested interest at their new marquee signing. And of course, people at Moama who love Olivia. because I'm sure most do. Moama is one of the most supportive clubs going around. And that's another pilgrimage if you are on the Murray. Make sure you get down to the Moama Bowling Club, especially during February, during the BPL.
So some interesting stats from that first set. Olivia, out of the 8 ends completed, Olivia won the first bowl contest only 2 times out of the 8 ends. But then from an effectiveness rate was at 59% for the set, Leeane 50. So very solid first set, particularly with the 3rd and 4th bowls from Olivia. Proved a real difference. And now she's starting to string some good front end bowls in with it.
What's Leeane got with her second? Can she finally start to nail things? And it's getting close.
Oh, little double kiss if you don't mind.
Pushed Olivia's over as well for good measure. That's what she needed, just to try and arrest some of this momentum, because, as you said, her lead bowls were splendid, but Olivia's final 2 were out of this world. What can she do here?
Olivia's close. That's a good spot. And the last thing Leeane wants to do here is create any sort of target. Yeah, she's got last bowl to be able to add. But right now, with Olivia with still 1 left, she does not want to leave something jack high or create a port here for her. She owns the back if Olivia plays biggish weight. Gets the flop over. Well, it could count. Yes, and it is. It does count.
Is the replay of Leanne's?
The double knocker.
Not bad.
Boom, boom.
Not bad.
So well played, Leeane Poulson. Hard shot to play on this green, but I think Olivia's probably just got a yard on bowl, 1 or 2 yards of weight. She makes sort of any contact as she sweeps across the head and makes contact with any of those front 2. She'll sort of spring it to her own. Or she catches a little bit of the jack and flicks it sideways. It's probably her best chance. Dead draw off, very difficult.
After this end, I've got a bit of useless information for you, Troy.
She's close. Oh, just didn't get the right contact, but she's reduced the count. It's back to 1. It's a great effort from Olivia Cartwright. Sorry, Val, I was getting a bit excited there.
No, that's fine. You do you, mate. Very happy for it. She was close.
Just didn't catch. Needed a bit more of the inside of that front one to get the right angle, but terrific bowl.
This is where Leeane, just if she can get a multiple, she didn't score a 2 at all. The 3 and she won were all singles. Sandra Tilson has taken the opening set off Jamie Lee Worsnop.
It doesn't surprise me.
No, not at all.
Sandra was awesome yesterday.
Leeane Poulson, she's not far away. Not far away, and just got a rub through. But she's in the lead, very importantly. And she's won back-to-back ends. Final end of the opening set and the first end of set number 2 now. Some useless information. I've been alerted to the fact that Peter Thornton on the YouTube comments. Morning, lads. Bit fresh up in Newcastle. Useless info for you. Down home in the Riverina, our mascot is a bin chicken, a.k.a. Ibis.
Oh, love it.
Peter, you have made our day.
If you can somehow wrangle us a club shirt to send to us, we would love it.
Yep. Send them through.
We will proudly wear them.
100%. If it's got a bin chicken on it, Peter, send them through.
And I get this vision of the bin chicken like wearing a chesty bond singlet,
yeah,
cork hat, thongs.
I'm glad you said
the
thongs
meat pie
with an S.
Yeah, of course. It'd be stubbies for shorts.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going there, but glad it was plural.
Name's Corbin, not Holchke. It's okay. And a good starter from Leeane. So this is good. This is good bowling from Leeane.
But yeah, Peter, if you do know anyone, Troy's, what size are you?
Oh, yeah, you'd be looking for a double XL for me.
I'm a large, just in case. Just in case. It's the Riverina Schools rep logo. There you go. Well, thank you, Peter. You're a star. Josh Cartwright watching on, saying go Liv. And Joe Whitehead, good morning to you. Josh, a very good bowler as well. Seen him ply his trade a fair bit. And you'll be enjoying watching your sister go about her business. It's probably the most wayward Leeane has been with one of her first 2 bowls. It's just smooth delivery there for Olivia Cartwright, isn't it? Just not much can go wrong.
She's nice and comfortable and relaxed. Yep. Nice and soft in the knees. Tracking pretty well again here. Just needs it to run a bit more. Around a foot short there. A nice little channel there for Leeane. Sit the bowl, trail the jack. This is where getting this bowl a foot or 2 past the jack, even if she doesn't get a result, gives her a great option with the last. So she's played that with good weight. Now that makes Olivia think about the fact that she's got 2 back bowls. I think Olivia's under the line here. And short, she won't be happy with that one. So here's an opportunity for Leeane. We've seen Olivia with some terrific conversion shots today to change heads over. And if Leeane wants to win this match, these are the sorts of bowls that she'll need to make in return. 1 foot trail for 3 shots.
And it would be just the statement she needs to make. This is the time to do it. You're down a set. Olivia's heaping on the pressure. What has this New Zealand star got in reply? Papakura Bowls Club, just south of Auckland.
Well, she certainly looks like she's up.
Leeane Poulson making its way. It's starting to turn now.
Oh, wow. It's a great effort.
Yeah. She was in the zone.
It gets a tick for the effectiveness box because she was in the area within a bowl, but just doesn't get the result. It's the only part of that channel where she couldn't get a good result. It's through that hole.
And I think the positive there for Olivia was that there was enough room for a gap, or there was enough room for Leeane to go through. And you know what they say, holes are made for bowls. So, Hollywoodism. Morning to Michael Hollywood Sorensen, if you're watching on.
Yeah,
Great to see him at the schools champs a couple of weeks ago.
Sorry, good man.
Olivia just can't capitalise there, but she'll be on the board in set number 2, continuing on her run of form. It's just a 1, so 1 apiece after 2 in this second set.
Early start here today, so we're an hour in. The crowd is starting to build up. There's some big, comfy lounge chairs on the side there.
Need them up here. I've sat in them. They're beautiful.
Very jealous.
It's a good starter there from Olivia Cartwright. Got Mark Thatcher watching on as well. Good to have your company, Mark. The winning BPL coach.
And recently won the Gold Coast District Champion of Champion pairs with the Wiz.
Yes, I did say that. Well done. Rookie and Wiz.
Rookie must have... He's already got a bad back, Rookie, and having to carry Wiz through that. He'd be...
one of the nicest men in bowls. Or nicest men, plural.
Pleasure of being able to play in a few rinks with Rookie, and yeah, great fella, great to play with.
So Leeane, again, her lead bowls coming in handy. Colleen Orr in a pretty good position as well. Last year's semi-finalist went down to Kelsey Cottrell. Leads a set and 2-1. Clayton Holcomb. He's looking good as well. He wants to set up a showdown with Jack McShane, possibly in the quarterfinal. Jack has to defeat Damon DeFlorio.
Kobe Cromie's doing well too. Set up. 6-2 up in the second, so well set up for him.
Yeah, there's a possibility that Kobe and Jack could meet in the semi-final, which would be an unreal matchup.
made a point of saying his name twice today, and I haven't mucked it up yet.
Oh, yeah, true.
Really proud of myself.
Yeah, we had a Tyson count for you yesterday.
Oh, and Crombie and everything. I had everything going on.
Crombie and Fitch.
Now, can Leeane sneak this bowl? Oh.
She's kind of got in the way now as well.
I reckon Liv might have a little look through that port. It must look inviting. It's just a matter of her back bowl. Does it beat the front two of Leanne's? She might be concerned about removing her bowl out of the head, but she wouldn't need to play a lot of weight through that port. Spring the jack out 4 or 5 feet to the right of screen at around 4 o'clock. She's been playing them so well today. You'd back her in. So it's backhand. Looking to just come under her own. She's very close. Didn't need that. Great effort. She does close down the head and makes it very difficult here for Leanne to add a second. Not impossible, but quite difficult. Leanne will be happy to take the lead in this set. Keep control of the mat.
So can Leanne make her first multiple?
It's a good effort.
She's closing in on it. She's closing in and she runs too far. But again, Troy takes the lead in this second set. 2 shots to 1 after 3.
Big announcement with the AFL signing up Snoop Dogg to do the entertainment. Maybe we can convince him to stay on and do BPL. Could you imagine that? We could get Snoop Dogg for BPL. How good would that be?
It'd be interesting, the dynamic between some of the people in the crowd and Snoop Dogg.
Tell you what, it'd make for a fun night.
Oh, talk about a juxtaposition.
I'm sure he'd like to have a roll, but I'm not sure it's with a bowl. Snoop Dogg fans out there will get that one.
Was not expecting that's where we were going this morning. Wow. Back to the bowl and a proper roll.
That's a pretty good reply from Olivia. And still just holding. So Leeane Poulson, she's definitely got herself back into this game.
For sure.
Olivia's going to wrestle back shot here by the looks of it. Yeah, be 1 to Olivia there. Leeane Poulson. It's a line where things can happen. She going to hold for long enough? I think she can.
Yeah, that's a good bowl.
Good reply from Leeane.
And there's no real target to play to here for Olivia Cartwright. So she's still got 2 more. Wouldn't be too phased. Will trail here, you think?
Yeah, I would think so. It's just a dead draw, but she pulls that jack at a 45-degree angle. She'll be holding 3. Just going to sneak under. So difficult for Leeane to get into that spot to sort of protect that trail. She's got to have perfect line around the outside of a front one, but then to be able to cut inside the other, perhaps going wide of it, of the bowl at 3 o'clock might be her best bet. You draw a front hopper, I suppose it doesn't matter.
Final bowl of the end for Leeane. Can she continue on this push to force this to a tiebreak?
She's in the area again. Oh, just wrecks on her front one. She had perfect weight to the jack. Got everything to play for here, Olivia. Can it hold? Looks to be just under that line she needs. It scoots through again, so Leeane Poulson back-to-back ends.
Let's see what the total is. They're going to survey it. 1. It's very close, and I think that's all it'll be. Clayton Holcomb is through as well. He's into the quarterfinals. We'll play Jack McShane or Damon DeFlorio. 3-1 is the lead for Leeane Poulson. Needs to win this second set. Lost the first 8 shots to 3. Hasn't scored a multiple as of yet. All the ends that she's won have been singles. She's won 6 of the 12 ends that we've played in this match.
And a traditional game of singles, she's it's 9-6 to Olivia, so it's
close.
Yeah. To mention, it's been a battle of front end bowls versus back end bowls. And it's probably had the better of Olivia at front end, Olivia the better of Leeane back end. Pulls up 2 feet short. It's not a bad bowl, but from Leeane's standards today, and with the opponent she has, it's too much room.
Little touch of a jack as well for Liv. Sandra Tilson and Jamie Lee Warsnott look like they could be closing in on a tiebreak. Jamie Lee leading 5-1 in the second set. That will change in a second.
Leeane Poulson. Can it bend enough? Yep.
Well, this one might be taking a little turn, Troy Corber. Olivia, and we said it in the first set, Olivia played otherworldly. She was fantastic. Leeane was not bad at all. That scoreline, it looks bad on paper, but it was closer than you think. And this second set is establishing that very fact because it's been similar.
Ooh, user-friendly slide. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Still one to Leeane, but it's a useful bowl for Olivia.
Oh, the head's perfect for her, isn't it? If you're Leeane, you've almost got to bite the bullet here and know that it could go wrong and you might go one down with bowling a good bowl, but I'm not sure I'd be wanting to leave that head the way it is with Olivia with two to come. Try and get to the inside of her own shot bowl and get in behind the jack there somehow. Just change the head up a little bit. Tell you what, she's close too.
Leeane Poulson.
Oh, that's perfect.
And she's pushed it forward as well. She's made two.
That was a really good bowl.
That is huge. Have a look at this on replay. Got it in that little crevice that she needed to. Made it. Made it count. That is a ridiculously good bowl.
So she's just having a look here.
Yeah, I don't mind this from Liv. Just trying to double check what she can do. That bowl has just gone into the perfect spot for Leeane. So impressive. So what has Liv got in reply?
Just sussing out if she's got 2 seconds. She might have a little dip at this, given she's still got a bowl to go. Looks like it might be a bit of a wind up here.
Clatters all of her own bowls out. That is catastrophic for
Does
Olivia
not have a bowl
Cartwright.
on the green.
No, every one of them has gone to the ditch or out of bounds. And Leeane Poulson, well, she's going to hold 4. Have a look at the replay. Hit Leanne's shot bowl and now has actually put that into a better spot. This set has just taken a mighty turn.
She's going to have a big last bowl coming up,
Oh,
Olivia.
yeah. Because on a live score, if Leeane keeps this on the rink, it's going to be 7-1.
Ideally, she doesn't want to really get it near these other two because Olivia still might go if they're still all together.
Oh, yeah, she has. Well, it's 4.
I think she still has a hit at that. She could sit one of them, but
I reckon she might sit. Because the danger is, with a drive here, you could still miss, but I reckon, what's she doing here? She is shaping up. Nope. Yeah, I think she's just going to sit here, Olivia Cartwright.
I think she's quick.
And she is. She's gone past. And that is a mighty end. And that's the hard thing about going from a drive to a draw. Leeane Poulson with her first multiple of the match, and it's a full count of 4. 7 shots to 1 in this second set. We might be destined for a tiebreaker.
She has the momentum at the moment, hasn't she?
She has won 6 of the last 7 ends, including the final end of the opening set, in which she lost 8-3, had not scored a multiple. And now she has. And that errant drive from Olivia Cartwright, it wasn't even errant. She collected, unfortunately, just all of her own.
Unlucky result.
Because she hit Leanne's bowl. She didn't even hit her own. But Leanne's bowl, cannoned onto hers, took 1, 2, gone.
And Leanne's lifted her effectiveness rate. She was at 50% in the first set. She's up at 60% in this second set. And a goodie first up here.
So now the response needs to come from the Victorian. Leanne's consistency has just been nigh on perfection. As we said, didn't do much wrong. Just waiting on our scoreboard attendant to update the live scores. It is 7-1 in this second set.
What I like is that Leanne's kept it really simple. She's stuck to one side of the green almost exclusively. She's played one weighted shot on the last end of the first set and just kept the game plan really simple. Well, Olivia will be disappointed she hasn't passed the jack there. Had an opportunity to trail a jack coming back this way maybe last time or the time before and just missed it going through a hole, and so she's good chance here again. She can get some jack action.
I'll tell you what, Troy, just needs to hold.
Wow, she's cold drawn it, has she? She has.
Well, that's the touch she's got at the moment. Poulson's got a pulse. And Olivia Cartwright is going to have to pull out all the stops now if she's to win this in straight sets. 6 behind, just needs to tie the set. It's not insurmountable, but Leanne has just gone up another gear.
This is in the area. Can she get a good result? I think she can.
Falls in, and that will do for Olivia Cartwright. Needs a multiple, though. Got the close one. We have got the close one, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere.
It's not doom and gloom for Leeane. That's a nice bowl for her sitting out there. Jack high, behind Jack high. Sit and stay for 2, trail for 3 or 4. good chances here. Her bowls do turn. It's coming back.
Leeane Poulson just can't get the results. Was very close.
Bowl tighter.
And now, Olivia Cartwright with an opportunity. What is she playing here? Just dead draw.
Yeah, just a nice, easy dead draw.
Backhand. Can afford to sit on her own.
Yeah, she gets
wide
to
bowl.
the outside of her own. She's still very close to counting, so she doesn't need to go too close to where the jack is to count.
If she can get a multiple, that'll be massive just to stay within touching distance of Leeane. It's not a mile away, but far enough. On the board nonetheless. Second shot of the set for Olivia Cartwright. 7-2. 3 ends to play. Leeane is at the point where if she does score a full count here, she can end the set and send us to a tiebreak. But you don't want to think about that immediately. Let us do that. She'll just want to keep chipping away. So impressive. What's her effectiveness rate in this set, Troy?
We were at 60% a few ends ago. I'll do a quick calculation and get the abacus going. She's 15 out of 24.
$15 divided 24. Multiply that by 100.
Yeah, so she's at 63%, up from 50% in the first set. So Olivia's at just under 50. So basically role reversals. Olivia was at 59% in the first set, Leeane 50. It's basically switched around, and a pretty similar scoreline too. Urging it on. That doesn't quite, so still plenty of room for both ladies. Leeane will get first crack to try and close his head down a little. Again, magnificent. Great shot, Leeane.
Just finding everything at the moment. Comes here for 3 or 4 months, depending on how she's feeling every year. Might be 4, might be a little bit longer. Before heading back to the Papakura Bowling Club in New Zealand. Aptly on Wood Street. Very rare that a bowls club is actually on the street named after a bowls term. Can she continue her pursuit of a quarter-final berth here? The winner to take on 2023 semi-finalist Chloe Morrison or Samantha Nerona.
Kobe Cromie has won his game.
Through to the quarters. And Leeane.
Well, she's got it on a string at the moment.
Well, that's 3. So
Olivia's only got 1 to come.
If Olivia can't put this in, Leeane has an opportunity to draw for the set. Which would be remarkable. Could send us to a tiebreak. Jamie Lee Walsop and Sandra Tilson. That match is getting closer. Jamie Lee lost the first set, leads 6-4 in the second. That's after 7. And Olivia Cartwright, what has she conjured here?
It's a good line.
That is a great line. Oh, she drawn it.
I reckon she's got it, Val.
But if I'm Leeane, I'm just going for that bowl. Sit it, stay, set, done.
I think she needs to be a little bit, we see this on replay, made a beautiful correction on a weight, just arriving to the head. If it goes foul for her, she goes that bowl and sort of comes off the inside and she goes out of bounds and the kitty goes back, she's going to be 3 down. And she does not want to drop 3 now. I think we'll see a conservative approach, maybe up on her backhand, promote her own up, wobble up through the line. She drops a 1 at this stage. It's not the end of the world. She'll still go 4 up with 2 to play.
She's having to think about it. She's taken her place off the mat, but no, she's lining up on that backhand.
Hasn't played a lot down here. From experience, that's a wide line for out there. Weight was good. That was the weight she needed to play.
So for the first time in this set, Olivia is going to get back-to-back ends here. And the change has been stark because in the first set, Olivia was the one scoring in multiples and Leeane scoring in singles, but now Leeane, she got that big 4. Liv has only scored 3 singles in this set. So, remarkably different tales. Act 1 went the way of Olivia. Act 2 looks like it's going the way of Leeane Poulson.
If we go to a tiebreaker, you would normally say, well, who's got the momentum going into that tiebreaker? But as we saw yesterday, Aaron Sheriff absolutely blitzed Michael Stevenson in that second set, 12-1, I think it was. But meant naught come the tiebreak. Michael just switched back on and found his first set form and got the job done.
We had 3 tiebreaks on Ringside Live yesterday. Each of them went to the player that won the first set. So momentum, and look at a BPL, generally the team that wins the second set does quite well in that one-end tiebreak. But here it's been very, very different. We shall see either way.
Well, great reply from Olivia Cartwright. Doing her best to keep this set alive. Going to be hard for Olivia to get a multiple, though, at the moment, with the way the head's set up, which she probably needs. Doesn't really want to be three down going into the last end.
Yeah, 2-2s, I think. Or I think a 2 here for Olivia is perfect, because if you're chasing a 2 with one end to go, then that's...
You can do that, yeah.
Nowhere near the end of the world. 3 is when you got to get a lot of things right.
Well, we've had 15 ends and we've only had one end that's resulted in a 3 or a 4. So highly unlikely. So Leeane just needs another good bowl in the head here. Going out on the forehand side that she hasn't played a lot.
She's so close here, Troy.
Oh, what a great shot. That's brilliant.
But it has opened things up a little bit for Olivia here to maybe get a little trail back. She can get it adversely. You know, she doesn't want to go 3 down, but say if she scores a 3 here, things can change. This is the bowl from Leeane on the replay. She hit it very sweet.
Gets the shot, but as you say, Val, Olivia really didn't have much chance of drawing a multiple. She does now.
She's got much more to play to. Leeane had to be quite careful there. Right at home, emerging Jackaroo.
She's giving this a chance.
Trotting in behind it. Olivia Cartwright has the jack, and you are kidding me.
Gets a quarter more of that jack. She's got 2.
You are kidding me. Tell you what, though, those bowls are sitting precariously close together. If Olivia is to go for this,
it's hard to see how she can get rid of both of them without the jack moving.
But then she's got the 2 back bowls. So the problem is Leeane has last bowl. So you're kind of going to have to bank on the fact that she could have to miss.
Leeane needs to get around the back here. Needs to cover the spot.
Leeane wins this end. She wins the set. Up next, Corey Wedlock taking on Sam Pryor from Canada. Has Leeane got enough on this?
Oh, what a
She's
bowl.
got 3.
Well, well, well.
She's going to go down. She's going to go down scoring shots or drawing shots.
So that bowl at the front is a toucher. And just having a look at where the 6-foot mark is in relation to those bowls. So if that toucher goes in the ditch, there's a good chance that a respotted jack will still favour that toucher that goes into the ditch. It's a big line ball.
But Olivia has no choice.
Oh, no, that's right. It's a very precise shot on the forehand to trail the jack back to her bowls, but very difficult.
So Leeane has asked every question of Olivia Cartwright in this set. Wait it is for Olivia to keep the set alive. She is wayward. And I doubt Leanne's going to come down and bowl this one because she knows the set's over. Olivia's offering to pick it up. You don't need to bowl it, Leeane. Olivia says set's over. And that'll do. 3 to Poulson. Ten shots to 3, that second set. What a reply, losing the first 8-3. It's dead even pretty much. 13 shots scored for Leeane, 11 for Olivia, 1 set apiece. Deserving of a tiebreak, and we said in the first set that Leanne's first two bowls were so good, but Olivia's conversions were even better. And you're not always going to have it your own way. And there was bound to be some momentum swing for Leeane if she kept it up. She did keep it up, and that's why she's forced us to a tiebreak here. This has been a monumental display from the New Zealander. First end of the tiebreak. We've got 24 bowls to decide who's going to win this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no idea. I'm sure you at home have no idea. So sit back, have a coffee, and enjoy every bowl that's about to come down. Jamie Lee Warsnop and Sandra Tilson are also in a breaker. Jamie Lee has fought back from a set down twice to force a tiebreak now. How's the starter for Leeane?
Looks pretty good.
How's the starter for Leeane? Just drops short. If I had the legs, it was right on. The stats on ringside show that whoever wins the first set generally has won the tiebreak, but Leeane has all the momentum. She's underneath her bowl here, Troy. She's very close.
Close here. Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Oh.
I reckon she's got it. Marker will give us an indication after this bowl has been delivered. Once two bowls for each player have come down, marker will give an indication.
Olivia's not a mile away here.
We might need an indication. Look at this. Yep. She's done it.
She's done it. Didn't appreciate my Richie Benno there.
That was pretty good. She's not quite holding chew. Just the one. Can she snake that to get around the back so she doesn't get herself a back bowl?
Yeah, this is looking really good for Olivia at the moment.
Close again here. Can she run it out? She can.
That is a telling bowl. So what's the option here for Leeane? Because even if she hits, she could clear her own out, and Olivia's got the last bowl anyway. So it's looking very dangerous.
Well, unfortunately for Leeane, her third bowl didn't finish behind the head, and
No.
that's now caused her issues because that jack is only going backwards. Now, it was one measure for two before that bowl, so it's two measure for three. And she punches through that bowl. She's still going to be two down, and it's going to give Olivia an enormous amount of room.
So that's Liv's, well, they were Liv's bowls, the replays there. Leeane just surveying this, and whether you're looking at it from the mat or directly above the head, you're not enjoying it. It's a horror show. But the way she's bowled, can she find something remarkable?
Sort of options for her to maybe get it to one down, but she only needs to be a bowl tight or wide of what she's going for, and it could go against her. So Yeah, really interesting to see what she plays.
Jamie Lee Worsnop takes the lead in the tiebreak next door. Leeane Poulson going with weight here, trying to rattle a few things around, and she is a little tight. And Olivia Cartwright holding 2 at the moment. Or does she have a little go at that bowl?
It depends which one of... So one of those 3 bowls of hers is a measure with Leeane. So if it's...
I think it's the back one.
The back one? Yeah.
Do you play it on the forehand, sort of come in?
Yeah, she's bowled some bombs on the forehand side, so you think she'd stay there.
Yeah, knock one of hers slightly up onto Leanne's, push it away a little bit, make 4, start the tiebreak perfectly. It's on its way. It is a forehand. Or can she just dead draw it herself? Wants it to stop. Won't.
Yeah.
So what is the total? I think it's definitely 2. Whether it's any more than that remains to be said. And it is a 3. So it's not a measure. That is a huge end for Olivia Cartwright, who gets the momentum straight back. 3-0, 2 ends to play in this tiebreak set. Remarkable from the youngster.
Just shows how quickly in a game of singles things can change. Leeane was in a pretty good position at that head, and then in the space of 2 bowls, she fails to get behind with her 3rd bowl, and then Olivia absolutely nails the jack at the front with her 3rd, and all of a sudden, it was a horror show.
Well, teachers, they like to teach, don't they? And Olivia was also a sponge, learned her lesson from the second set and found a way. She's changed things up a little bit here, made it a lot shorter. It's gone behind as well.
Yeah, it's as short as we've gone for the match. Both players just going through the head a little bit, adjusting to the shorter length. Wonder if it was just a misroll from Olivia or a direct tactic.
Well, a 2 here for Olivia Cartwright. It's over. That's the danger that Leeane Poulson finds herself in now. Greatness is often defined by how you respond to adversity. And Olivia Cartwright has responded with gusto. Now it's Leanne's turn to find something like she did in the second set.
She's trying. We know her bowls come late. It's just overweight, but it's in a good spot. Leanne's finished around 2 feet behind the jack. That's where Olivia will be trying to cover a little trail around the corner or sit inside that last bowl. She's on a very good track for it. Would want it to stop. Well, it's not bad. Now can Leanne play the perfect bowl here? I'll bring the crowds back if she can trail that jack a foot for 2.
It's coming, but we know they turn late.
Gee, that's a mighty effort.
So 1 bolt left to come in this second end. And Jamie Lee Worsnop on the other rink has just made a telling move against Sandra Tilson. Sure what she's made over there.
Looks a lot.
But it looks like it could be 3 or 4, and they're shaking hands. Jamie Lee Warsnop is into the quarters, ladies and gentlemen. The 2014 champion continues on her pursuit for her second title. It'll be the longest gap between first and second titles, or between titles, at this event. 11 years. Jamie Lee was a baby-faced teenager when she won it the first time. Now she's a right-at-home jackaroo. So the opportunity now there for Leeane, I think, to...
She's got 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And she's got the back bowl, so I wonder if she goes a bit harder to sit and stay that bowl out for 3, or she gets Kitty right back for shot, or she just plays the delicate trail.
I'd back her in to sit this bowl out. The way that she has played, you would back her in, Leeane Poulson.
Looks like she's shaping with weight. Big bowl. Biggest bowl of the match.
She's gone with weight. Leeane has got the jack. She's killed it and pushed Olivia's up the line. And Olivia Cartwright will take a 1.
Wow. We'll get that on replay, I'm sure, from Connor. That was a bit stiff. Here we go.
All she needed was the bowl, and she was making 2. Now she needs a full count to send it to an extra end.
Her bowl actually sort of veered off track after hitting the jack, because the jacks are quite heavy on the indoor. I don't know what size bowls Leanne's bowling with.
4.
Size 4s, are they? Yeah, they took quite a deviation off the jack, and it sort of straightened her bowl up onto Olivia's to knock it back. Because bit unlucky there. We spoke yesterday. Yes, you need to bowl well. That's obviously the number one thing, but you also need to have a little bit of luck to get through in tournaments of this size in sets play. You also just need to have things go your way a little bit as well.
Well, Olivia just needs to get 3rd shot, and she's through. Or 4th shot. Doesn't matter if she drops a 3, just needs to avoid a full count.
Leeane cannot afford to be short with the first bowl. Needs to be a foot to 18 inches through this. Trail the jack, finishing behind. She's got a group of bowls together. Try and make this number.
Well, she's passed, so that's something.
Probably a little bit too far, but it gives us something to work with at least.
Last match going on in this morning session. It's always slated as one of the close ones. Corey Wedlock and Sam Pryor coming up in about 17 minutes' time, so very quick turnover.
Smart bowl from Olivia coming in behind. And we're only 2 bowls in, and it's just about all she wrote already.
Seems that way. Leeane brings the jack. Well, she brought it back to kind of where she needed it. Yeah, she'll have to try and drag it to the right of screen.
Olivia draws one inside her 2 dark bowls here. It's basically all over.
She's gone past Olivia.
So she's got to sit through that bowl of Olivia's now, or she just needs to draw and then sit it with her last.
What would you be favouring? Would you be saying to try and draw it first because it is hard to sit and then draw?
Yeah.
Always harder to go back to that draw weight.
I'd be drawing with this one and then hoping that I have an opportunity to sit with the last, but it looks like she's going for the sit now.
Maybe she can do both.
If she misses this, it's all over. She needs to get the sit through of this bowl.
So Leeane Poulson, I tell you what.
Not a long way away, Val.
She just snuck past. And that, unless there's an absolute Hail Mary, will be...
Olivia can bowl this one left-handed if she wants.
I think that'll be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. But Leeane, I reckon, will have a crack at something.
Well, ooh.
I don't know how you clear all four.
Okay. Here's my haymaker.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
It's forehand. It's Kitty into the pit and taking that bowl out on the way through. That's all she's got. Forehand, swinging weight, collect the jack, sit through Olivia's bowl as she does it. She'll have 4 on the spot.
But that is there. It's not the most outlandish thing. We've seen worse. So Leeane Poulson, final bowl.
I wonder if she sees that.
Has to play the millimetre perfect delivery.
It would just about be shot of the century, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This will be on replay. Don't worry about Nick Brett's bowl. If she gets this. I'm not sure why she's looking at those angles.
Don't look at that one.
No. Forehand swinger, Leeane. I'm going to open up the window.
And to do that, you have to break the glass. So that'll cause a bit of a delay, but let's see what Leeane Poulson does. So Jack in the pit is what we think, unless she has something else in mind. What's she lining up to do? She's not going on the backhand, is she?
Oh, she's on the backhand. Leeane.
Unless she's trying to do this on the... not sure what the shot selection is here. So Leeane Poulson trying for these 2 bowls, then needs to... No, that doesn't work. I was trying to think it through on my way through, but no, it doesn't work in the end, and Olivia Cartwright will take a shot in the third end, and that will do it. She's through to the quarterfinals at the Australian Indoor Championships in 2025. Responds from a severe fight back from Leeane Poulson, who won the second set 10-3. But Liv is through, and she goes through. She'll set up a quarterfinal clash with Chloe Morrison or Samantha Nerona. Troy Corber, thank you very much.
Thank you, Val.
We will be back in 12 minutes' time very quickly for the Corey Wedlock and Sam Pryor clash. Be back soon.